J-Birds, hi, it's me, the J-Bin here, and welcome to my show On the Couch with the J-Bin, and we are going to be talking about random things that I like for this year, and so I'm so glad to be back. Yay! And I'm really excited, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is a camera lens container, and this is what it looks like. And what I like to use this for is my makeup brushes. This is the perfect case to bring and travel with your makeup brushes, especially if you want to bring your big ones instead of the travel size ones. This is perfect. So you just have to go to your local thrift store or swap meet, get you one of these for like under $1 or so, and this is just perfect. So instead of spending money on expensive containers, I recommend this. And all you have to do is just really clean it so it's clean inside while on the outside too. And it's perfect. Okay, so this next random thing that I'm going to show you that I absolutely love this year is these things. I just love these things, and you can get them at your local drugstore. Basically what they do is they help retain the shape of your brushes. So all you have to do is when you get your brush like this, okay, I'm going to use the big side, and basically you just slip it through like this, pull it up, and then keep like about an inch or so from the tip of your brush to the bottom of this, and you just put it in the jar and let it sit in there and dry. So what this does, it helps retain the shape of the bristles or the hairs of your brush so that they don't go out of shape and there's no hairs that flare out, so you don't have a lot of flaring on your makeup brushes. So yeah, so I highly recommend that you get this. Alright, so this next thing that I like to show you is a video game for the Wii U, and it just came out recently last year. The new Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. I absolutely love this game, and thank you to my cousin Alex for such a giving heart. He got this for us during Thanksgiving, and I was just like blown out of my mind. I was like, really, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, early Christmas present. I'm like, okay, fine, let's go. So we really had a good time looking for this game, and I absolutely love this game. It's definitely fun with your friends. My favorite thing to do with this kind of game though is to be around my cousins to play with it, or my friends to play with it, or just with my brother. It's a very fun leisure game to play just to kill time and have a good time with your friends and family, and that's what I love about this. And what's really cool with this is the new amiibo characters that you can get, and I thought that was pretty neat. And also you can use the 3DS as a controller if you don't have one. So if your friend comes over and he has a 3DS, he can use that as a controller as long as he has the game too. And so that's pretty neat for Nintendo, an innovative way to basically connect everything. And I think that's what the Wii U is all about, is to connect everyone, you know, and so that's pretty neat, Nintendo. Thumbs up for that. Okay, so there are some few things that I would like to talk to you guys about, and here's the first thing that I would like to talk to you about. If you like to save money rather than buying new furniture or new objects, find a way to basically find something that you already have and give it a new purpose instead of buying something and wasting money on something that you really don't need. Or if you need it, there's really no need to buy something new, because when you repurpose it, then you give it new life. And so what I like to do is, let's say I have an old like bookshelf or an old chest drawer. What I like to do is find ways on how to basically fix it and give it new life, and so, or a new purpose. And so what I like to do is basically sand off the surface, give it a new coat of paint, and put some stain on it, and that gives the stain, what the stain does is it gives it a little bit of like a vintage feel. So if you want to go for that vintage feel, go ahead, but if you just want to paint it over, feel free not to put the stain on top of it. And yeah, and so you can just repaint it, and it'll look great depending on your style. And then all you have to do is basically, if it has knobs, just replace the knobs with new knobs. It's easy as that. If you have an old bookshelf and you're trying to find a shoe rack, use your bookshelf as a shoe rack. Let's say there's an old vase that's big enough to put a hairdryer in it, which I did here. There was a vase in the garage, a glass vase, and I didn't really have a place to put a hairdryer on my vanity, so I gave it a new reason. And now it's holding my hairdryer. So yeah, just simple things like that. I also use like old wired hangers to hang up my hats and my scarves for the winter, and so there you go. And if you'd like to see a DIY of that, feel free to reply down in the comment section right down below. Okay, so I love to watch movies more than I like watching TV. So here are my favorite independent films that I like to watch, because independent films are the biggest thing right now. A lot of people like watching them better than the mainstream movies right now, because independent films kind of bring a different feel to what movies are all about. The first one I would like to share to you is the Grand Budapest Hotel. The second one is the Darjeeling, I don't know how to say it, the Darjeeling Limited. And both films have some of the similar actors in it, but the cast for the Grand Budapest Hotel is amazing. The film just brings comedy, drama, action all into one film, and I just love the cinematics of it, the camera work that goes into it. It's so simple. You just go from like the front shot to like a profile shot, and it's like reading a book that's coming to life, and that's what that film brings. And the Darjeeling Limited is about like 3 brothers who kind of separated after their father died after an accident, and then the mother kind of goes off on her own and disappears for a while, and so the older brother wants to find the mother and try to rekindle the relationship that he has with his brothers. And it's just an amazing film, like how their children can pick up some characteristics from their own parents, and it's funny. And it's true, it does happen sometimes when you don't realize it, but it's so true. Yeah, it's just a very fascinating film, and I think it's the same director as the one who did the Grand Budapest Hotel, but I'll definitely research that, and I think it'll come up down here at the bottom of this video. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Anyways, so let's move on from that. My favorite animated films this year, there's 2 of them, and I'm not gonna say Frozen, because that's been overplayed, but it is How to Train Your Dragon 2 and Big Hero 6. I think those 2 films are amazing. They both have some similarities, like for example, the 2 main characters are teenage boys, and they both have best friends who are non-human. One is a dragon, the other is a robot, and they both fly and wear cool costumes, I would say. So this next thing is going to be my favorite hero movie that came out this year, and I would have to say my favorite is, I'm not gonna say the Guardians of the Galaxy because I haven't seen it yet, so I can't really tell you if it is, but I know I've heard that it's a great film, and so I will find time to watch it. But my favorite of all this year would have to be Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I think it brought like Marvel to like the next level, like when it comes to drama and mystery and what's gonna happen next, and you're like, oh no, oh my gosh, like, you know what I'm saying? So I really like that one. It was funny, it was exciting, a lot of action. There's just something about it that really gets me excited about Marvel. I mean, I love both DC and Marvel, and so it's really hard. But yeah, that's my favorite. So I'm gonna be talking to you guys about my favorite shows that I like to watch this year, and here it is. The the first show I would like to talk to you guys about is Once Upon a Time. It's one of my favorite shows. It brings fantasy and the world of fairy tales to a darker and deeper level. It kind of makes them more real to me. And I like the dark side of fairy tales. I think the grim versions of the fairy tales bring a new light to fairy tales. I don't know why, but I just do. So that's one show. And I know Frozen is being overplayed, but the Frozen season actually is really good right now. But yeah, so that's one of my favorite shows. Another one is The Walking Dead. This season is very gut-wrenching and it leaves you to the edge of your seat this season. Not knowing that they would kill off Beth the past episode. Yeah, I cried. I cried. So this season is really good so far. The next one that I absolutely love is Avatar, The Legend of Korra, and this season is one of the best seasons ever. The next show would have to be Gotham. I'm absolutely loving Gotham. I love the character growth with all the villains, because you get to see how they became what they've become. And my favorite character of all there is Mr. Cobblepot himself, the Penguin. He's my favorite villain out of all the characters on that show. Jada Pinkett Smith as Fish. I was blown away by her acting in that one. A little bit is kind of overacting, but that's her character. But she's doing a great job. She's doing a great job. And but Penguin though, he's amazing. And the Riddler, who is working within the system to help the cops out. It kind of brings a new light to who he is. Sailor Moon, the new one, Sailor Moon Crystal. I just think it's really adorable. Sailor Moon is one of the first animes that I've watched that really got me into anime, aside from Miyazaki. That was the anime show that came up on Cartoon Network every Wednesday. I remember in the afternoon after school, my friend and I, because we carpooled together, we would get so excited for Wednesdays that sometimes when we carpool, we're like, oh, we're gonna see it, we're gonna watch it today, and so we end up watching it, and we just have a good time with it, and so it brings a lot of good memories of my childhood, and that was the birth of my love for anime. Well, Jaybirds, that's all that I have for you guys for today, and I hope you liked this video, and if you do, feel free to thumbs up this video so that I can make more videos like this for you guys, because I love to do that for you guys. And also, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, because that will help me out a lot. And you can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So Jaybirds, what time is it? It's time to fly away. It's time to fly away. I'll see you guys next time. God bless, and remember, love God, love people. Bye!